What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm still under the weather just a little bit, but I thought we should pay a revisit to this opr-t40 from Turbosmart, because obviously it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. To the point where I've had to put the 1mm restrictor into it, so there's no point in actually running the OPR in the first place anyway. Yeah, I got a couple videos for you of a cold start with the restrictor in. It's around about 40ish. That's cold start, so the engine's making probably about 110 psi of oil pressure. And I took the restrictor out, and it's just the OPR. We're getting up close to 60. So, and that's just idling cold start. So I was got a few comments about the last video on this. Oops, there goes the restrictor. And I'm talking with a John Baldwin. He gave me the idea of under here. There's it's actually a smaller hole. That's a -4. Under here, there's actually a smaller hole that I could possibly drill out. So, but before I do that and start drilling crap, let's take this apart and see. Just see how that piston seals on the bottom, and if it's if by drilling it's not going to harm it, but if it is, I won't do it. And I've got other plans and ideas that I'm going to try, but let's take this thing apart and just have a look at yeah, let's have a look in there and see what we can do. So just have a look what's under here. You can get these fittings from Golby's too, if you're ever wondering. But yes, indeed, we have a teeny weeny hole. That's a lot smaller. That is a lot smaller than a -4. Yeah, what would that be? Like 3 mil. So how do they expect to waste off extra oil pressure if they've got a hole that small? Is the spring in there doing anything? Or is it? Yeah, don't know. Oh, let's take the rest of it apart. Let's have a look at the piston and spring in there and see how it seals onto that surface. And I'm going to attempt to drill that out if I can. Now, this thing is tight as hell, but I don't want to damage it. Oh, don't want to go putting marks into it, so just gonna. Oh, I've already got some marks into it. Rub a rag on it. I've already sort of loosened it. It's quite tight actually. Yeah, it's coming. I don't know how much tension is in here. Oh. Sweet FA tension. So that's the spring, which I suppose it wouldn't take much to push that open. And let's see how I can get that piston out. Will it just slip out? Grab something, push on the other side. Maybe. Get a nice clean Allen key. So, gonna need 2 hands. There we go. Pop the bottom of that off. And that's so. Yeah, very interesting. So it just seals when that cap touches that surface, which well, wouldn't be much. Yeah, well, I reckon we could drill that hole out a bit bigger and let it evacuate the oil just a little bit more. Yeah, if I drill that out, it shouldn't close that off. It should still seal in a way, which I don't really have to care about it fully sealing. Okay, let's drill the sucker out. So I've got my drills out, and this is, in fact, it's a 3mm hole. That's a 3mm drill bit. So I wonder. Now get this. This is my line, -4 line. This is 3mm. Look at the space. So let's see if we can release some flow. So should I do a 3.5, or should I just go straight to 4mm and go test it out? I reckon 4mm. Yeah, just screw it. We're just gonna do a 4mm. So it doesn't matter if I destroy it anyway, because well, I'll just run the 1mm restrictor in line and just throw this in the bin, because it obviously doesn't do what it's supposed to do. So rightio. Give her a little drill. There we go, magically got a 4mm. Now I gotta go clean that out, all the metal out of it, every little bit, because I don't want any of that going straight to my turbo or the engine. So that's all cleaned out now, nice and clean. She's a 4mm hole now, which a -4. Oh, sorry guys. A -4 line. What's it? It's almost a. Let's make it touch over 4mm. So 4mm to 4mm. Why not? There we go. Well, everything's nice and clean. I'll give it just a little sprinkle of oil, since it is a piston. Go back in there, grab the spring. And throw them together. We'll see how this goes without the restrictor. 1 extra mil. I'll get back to you once I install this back in the car and we can do some tests on it. Well, this should be interesting. It's back on. And let's give it a fire up and see how much oil pressure we got in that. It is actually doing its job. It's sitting at 40 and I've got 104 psi of oil pressure. And it's sitting at 40 pounds. Look at that. Yeah, we're still at 100 psi of oil pressure. So that's all it needed. An extra millimeter. Turbosmart, you need to get back to me, dudes. I keep emailing you, nothing, no replies. Right, guys, well, if you got a Turbosmart and you're having the issues that I was having, it just takes a 4mm drill bit and it'll work. So yeah, John Baldwin, thank you for commenting and having a little chat. We're having a chat about, but it worked. It bloody worked. Still at 40. Righto guys, so I'm going to I'm going to let this warm up, get the oil up to temp. As you can see, the oil's only at 27 degrees at the moment. So I'll get the oil up to temp and see what RPMs the oil pressure likes to be on that OPR. And we'll go from there, and I'll get back to you once we're up to temp. Okay, all good. Alright, we're up to temp now, 82 degrees on the oil temp. I've seen a maximum of 42 psi. That was probably at 4,000 RPM, so it worked. It bloody worked. All I gotta do now is go do a little pull, see if it's gonna still smoke a bit, and also I'm gonna put another breather port on that oil catch can just for the sake of it. But yeah, happy days. Catch us in the next one.